Wish you all a happy Arudra Darshan Day. Arudra Darshan is a day dedicated to Lord Shiva's Nataraja form. It's observed in the month of Margazhi when the Tiruvadira Nakshatra prevails. Interestingly, the day concurs with the Paunami Tithi, that is the full moon day. Today, the devotees of Lord Shiva shall keep a day-long fast and offer their prayers to him. Tiruvadire means the big sacred wave that resulted in the formation of the universe or the creation, and the devotees celebrate the cosmic dance of Lord Shiva. That is, the Tandava that symbolizes creation, protection, destruction, embodiment, and release. In a nutshell, it epitomizes the life cycle. Interestingly, the legend associated with this festival mentions Chittambaram in Tamil Nadu, that was believed to be the place where Lord Shiva gave darshan to his devotees. In this holy day, we prepare a prasad called Tiruvadire Kali at home. In this video, let us learn how to prepare this kali. Now let us get into the ingredients needed for preparing this kali. The first ingredient is raw rice. Measure 1 cup of raw rice and add it in a kadai for roasting. Use a thick bottomed kadai for a better roasting. Add the rice to the kadai and bring it to heat. Keep it in either low or medium flame so that it doesn't get burnt in the bottom. Roast the raw rice well and good until a nice aroma comes out from it and it turns light brown. Mix it every now and then so that it doesn't get burnt at the bottom. Parallelly, let us prepare the rest of the ingredients required for preparing the curry. Take 2 teaspoons of green gram dal and add it in another small kadai for roasting. Both the rice and the green gram dal have to be dry roasted, so please do not add any oil or heat to it. Once nice aroma comes out from the green gram dal and it's been roasted well and it turns to light brown, switch it off. Reserve it to be added to the rice once it's roasted well. The next ingredient to be added is jaggery. Add 1.5 cup of jaggery for every 1 cup of rice added. Take a thick bottomed vessel and add the jaggery to it. Once the jaggery is added, now add 1 cup of water to the jaggery to prepare the syrup from it. Now bring it to the fire and start preparing the syrup. Parallelly, check the rice if it is roasted well to powder it. Once it's almost done, now add around 5 cardamom to it and roast it together with the rice. Now add 2 cloves to it and roast it. Parallelly, check if the jaggery has dissolved in the water to the syrupy state. Roast the rice every now and then and take care not to get burnt at the bottom. Once it's almost done, now add the roasted and reserved green gram dal to the roasting rice. Now roast everything together until everything blends well and get roasted evenly. Once the rice get roasted completely, now let's switch off the fire and start powdering them. Once the roasting is done, now transfer the rice to a plate until it cools down to the room temperature. Spread the rice in the plate for even cooling. Once the jaggery dissolves well and turns to a syrup, now strain them for the impurities. Now let us measure the jaggery syrup that we have obtained so that we can mix along with the water for the right ratio of water needed for preparing this curry. Totally we have got 1.5 cup of jaggery syrup from this recipe. For the rest of the water, let us add the plain water along with the syrup and bring everything together to a boil. Have added 1 more cup of water. So in total, we have 2.5 cup of water for every 1 cup of rice added. To speeden up the process of preparing the curry, we can use the cooker for steaming the prepared curry. Add enough water for steaming in the cooker and bring it to the fire. Once the rice is cooled down well, now transfer them to the mixer and powder it to a coarse powder. Now the curry powder mix is ready to be used. If you feel these videos are useful and you like it, please like and share these videos and subscribe our channel Let Us Learn Creation and press the notification symbol and opt for the option All among the 3 options in the notification symbol so that all the videos will be notified as soon as uploaded in the channel. Thank you. Now let's get back into the video. Now take around 10 cashews and split them to small pieces for roasting them well and adding as a seasoning at the end. Parallelly, check if the water mixed jaggery syrup comes to a boil and it boils well until the jaggery syrup's raw smell leaves out completely. Once done, remove it from the fire and add the curry mix powder prepared earlier to it. When adding the curry powder to the jaggery syrup, make sure to stir it continuously so that there will be no lumps formed during this process. Now add the magic ingredient of every sweet recipe, that is, a pinch of salt to it. Mix every ingredient together with the jaggery syrup and bring it to the fire and mix it continuously and bring it to a boil. Now mix 1 cup of scraped coconut along with the mixture. With all the goodness it has, the coconut enhances the taste as well as the flavor of the curry getting prepared. Now to blend them all well and for aiding digestion, let's add 2 tablespoons of ghee along with the recipe. Once the ghee is melted completely and the mixture turns thick, switch off the flame. Now level them neatly and check if the cooker is heated up and transfer the mixture into the cooker. Take extra care when transferring the mixture as the cooker will be steaming hot. Now close the cooker and check for the hot air and place the whistle and keep the cooker in medium or low flame for up to 3 to 4 whistles. Now let the gas release from the cooker and in the meantime let's prepare the roasted cashews. Add 1 tablespoon of ghee in a small kadai. Once melted, add the broken and reserved cashews to it. Saute it well until it's roasted well and turns out brown. As we have already added the cardamom while preparing the curry mix powder, we are skipping adding the cardamom powder over here. If you are roasting the cashews earlier and to avoid over browning, you can transfer them to a bowl and re-add them to the ghee later when about to add with the curry. Now check the cooker if the gas is released completely and try to open the cooker. The yummy Thiruvathurai curry is ready. Now slowly and carefully remove the curry from the cooker. You can see how exactly the texture has been reached by using the cooker as an easy method. Neither it is too soggy nor it's too grainy. Now let's add the ghee roasted cashews reserved earlier. If you wish for aiding digestion, you can add either the ginger powder or terikadi churna powder at this stage. Mix them all well together and our curry is ready to be served. Now transfer the prasad to the desired bowl and pray the God heartfully for everyone's well-being. Now it's the serving time. Enjoy with your family and have a soulful Arudra Darshan. See you all soon in some other useful video. Till then, it's bye from Sri Uma Devi Srinivasan. Thank you, stay safe, have a great time. Bye bye.